Brandon, thanks for that, boy. Woo! So I'm gonna start over because apparently I was muted. I'll try to, edit this out once the thing finish. And Brandon is a lifesaver. So, what's up, Trinbago Vibe peeps? Welcome to another episode of Sunday Vibes Live. This is episode, 26. Right now, you will see up on this corner. Well, yeah, up on this corner here, you will see board gains. Hey, Alvin, are you not hearing me still, or you hear me now? Yeah, Brandon just informed me. I didn't realize my mic was switched off. Yeah, sometimes this happen, right? But good night and welcome. Hey, Angela, good night, good night. Yeah, so you'll see the board games. We'll jump into that in a little bit. Yeah, and you'll see the names right there. Who the keyword was cactus to win. This pair of socks here. My next pair of socks here. Whoops, my bad. Yeah, so this we're going to announce that we're gonna throw this in a bag in a little bit and randomly select the winner from there. But yeah, so that's that. Hey Ravi, good night. Yeah. But remember, each week is a new pair of socks that we're winning. So whoever wins this one, if you don't win, you could enter the one for next week. I'll show you all that later on, like after we finish some board games and everything. I didn't even put on my socks and shoes yet. I was watching the time and I just wanna come on and start this board games. I hope you all are ready to work out because that's how we're doing it, at least for this month, in the month of July, for the next few weeks. Yeah, I am going to put on my socks now and we'll jump into, the winner will be, somebody will be winning these pairs of socks. Whoever we choose, you'll have to DM me either on Twitter or on Instagram. Give me a shout and we can link up sometime this week. And either, depending on the area you are, we could meet C3, Grand Bazaar, Movie Town in Port of Spain, and we'll exchange there, right? If it's Central, I could probably meet up. Oh, God, boy, Central is how traffic Trinidad on an evening. But we organize something now. If it's anything, if you from Central, and Central is an easy spot to meet me up. And so whoever wins out of the 8 names that we have there on the list. So I'm just going to throw on my shoes now, and hopefully you all will still be able to hear me. This is why we have these things, Yeah. So I wonder why. Yeah. Let me fix this. I've done this all the time, I know I had these gears and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, this I thought it would have been a smaller one, so I could just throw it onto the normal stand, but nope, I'd have to use this. Let me see here. Yeah. Don't worry, you'll see it on the board games. That's the little mic, but just chatting with you all while I put on, my socks to start this workout for the week. So this time last week we went two rounds. This time we'll go for 3. And yeah, like I said, and the nice thing about this game, this board games, if this is the first time you are joining me here, this was created by one of my cousins, right? Who is, well, he lives in Canada, but he born in Trinidad. So yeah, and he created this game. It's a fun workout game. It could have up to, I would say, 10 players, even more depending on the situation. You can even have teams, and it's a fun way to work out. And yeah, so if you wasn't here last week, you'll get to see how the game is played, and we're going to work out in the interim. So while I put on my socks and shoes, so we can start this off, I just want to ask you all, how was your all weekend? I hope it was good here in Trinidad. We was expecting some bad weather, according to the Met Office. Some areas probably got it, but up on my side, it wasn't so much. It was real heat though. Real heat. I mean, it had rain here and there. It rained early in the morning, and some spots when I was driving down the road, it had a good bit of rain. Hey Ravi, good night. But yeah. By the way, thank you all for joining me this early in the live. Normally, if you come on around 8 o'clock, that'll be the time where we normally be discussing other stuff here on the live. But for this session, we're just going to start this workout. I think after after 2 rounds, after going around the board twice, I'll select who win the socks. Yeah. And then after we finish the full rounds, I'll show you the next pair that, once again we'll have that hidden password then, and I'll create the post at the end of this live in the community tab. Create the post so you could go there, and for the person who did not win, you have 3 more socks to win. And if not, you could get it at main stage, main stage activewear. Hey, I'm Marley. Good night. Hope you hear me. Yeah. Main stage activewear. They are the sponsors of this live in a sense. So yeah, and the socks end bar it costs 75 TT, in case anybody are interested, and she has a lot of different designs and stuff. So y'all could check it out at main stage. And yeah, so my socks is on. Already sweating because I don't know about you all, but today was just hot. Marley is not, it's our early vibes, but that's because we are going to play this game here. Yeah, this game here. We are going to work out. So the first, I would say first hour or so, like before 8 o'clock, we will be going to play this. I'm going to work out here. You'll see me working out and whatnot. Yeah, so that is how we started last week. I realized I had some shortcomings in terms of my gear here, so I was trying to get another power source for the GoPro, so it would have been easier to see, but I just see time in dread. But anyway, we'll jump into all the good stuff in talking after this workout. So the first session, the first hour, we're going to, you'll just see me working out and showing you how board game works, right? And then after 2 rounds, we'll select. Yay, Nita. Good night, Nita and Fazil. Welcome again. Welcome. Thank you all for joining me here. And as I said, so every Sunday we're gonna start off with board games. We're gonna work out. Feel free to join me in this one. For exercises, if you don't know the exercise, we'll refer to, this guide here, the exercise guide. So yeah, and I'll leave it open on the. I'll find it and I'll leave it open on the screen itself, so you could see exactly what it is. So yeah. So that's that. Now let's jump into. Oh yeah, Marley. So the early vibes is only for this month because we are doing board games every Sunday for the live, because I'm going to give away compression socks as well each week as we do these board games. Compliments, main stage activewear. Big up main stage activewear for all your activewear needs, mainly females. Yeah. Well, Ravi, that's what we're going to jump into right now, right? And because I was planning to do a video on this actually. Well, I have recorded it and started it, but I just wanted to give you more in depth, because we're here on the live. So stay tuned. You'll see. Now, normally there is a warm-up, but we're going to skip the warm-up because I might get burnt out by the time I finish the warm-up. I'm just being real with you all because, now I was trying to get back into the fitness vibes here at this point in time. Yeah, so you'll see I have week 1, we did 2 gains. That was last week. This week, week 2, we're going for 3 gains. And basically, you have 2 dice and you're starting off right here. Gain start here, Ravi. And then you're going to roll, and wherever it land, you will see 10 push-ups wherever it land, right? You'll see the number. That is how much you have to do of the exercise. Now, of course, there are certain exercises I may not do because I'm still healing. My shoulder is still healing. So I don't want to, overdo it. So I'm just going to drink some water. And then, yeah, boy. Hey, big up Rajiv, boy. Yes, the warm-ups. If you was here last week, actually, I'll put it up just now. let me show you all what the warm-up is. Because yeah. If it's in this exercise guide, nope. Board gains. Let me show you all. Alright. So this is the warm-up. Not sure if you all seen it. So it's 10 inchworms, 10 good mornings, 20 air squats, 10 hip circles, 20 glute bridges, 10 cat camel, and you repeat that for 2 rounds. Actually next week I'll do the warm-up before we jump into the game, but this time I'm just gonna, jump into the sweat one time. But next week for sure we'll do the warm-up, so you all will see what the warm-up is like before we jump into the game itself. So yeah, Ravi. So this is how we play. So we're gonna start, and yeah, just gonna roll the dice. We get 2 and 1, 2. I'll do 20 bicycle abs. Now I'm going to show you all what bicycle abs is here first, because yeah. So you all seeing that is bicycle abs. So that's what we're going to do first. Basically, it's like you're lie down on your back and you're pretending you're riding a bicycle with your heads up, and you do that motion. So that is bicycle abs. So we're going to start off with 20 bicycle abs, and I'm not liking how I now start the board real early, boy. 2, boy, really? Oh boy. Alright, let me go. Of course, if you can't hear me, that's because I'm putting on the mic in one, but you'll see the 2 yeah. I'll try to have the mic here facing me, so hopefully you all hear me. I have to adjust the camera, I'm not sure. Yeah. So, we're gonna do bicycle abs, yo. And it's 20 we doing, so yeah. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. Yeah. That wasn't too bad at all, actually. Alright, let me go again. Remember, we're doing 3 rounds of this, so we'll see how it goes, and each week it could be different, right? So that is the thing about it. Each week could be different, so we don't know. Hey, Kavir, what's up? Wait. I forget how much I get, boy. I rolled that just now, and I pick it up. I get sidetracked. Wait a minute, I'm going to roll again. 5. I get more than 5 last time, Wait a minute. 20. No, that's 10 plank press. So I'm going to show you all what the plank press is before we jump in it. My throat is just acting up because of the Saharan dust in the atmosphere. This actually has a okay, I find the plank press. so it's basically you're doing a plank, but you're basically doing a push-up with a plank. Mark Jing is say shuffle the lucky deck, eh? I shuffle it off screen, Mark, but I'll shuffle it here. Since it's here, and for transparency, I'm gonna shuffle it before I go and do the plank press. Yeah. Wait. Mick, I said I got 9. I get 9 last segment. Yeah. So what happened, in case you now join? I roll it, and I can't remember how much I got, and I pick it up by accident. So although I got 9 last time, I'll still work with this 5, and that's because I don't show you all the plank press. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this properly because of my shoulder, so I'll see how much I can get done, and if not, I'll just do jumping jacks to finish it off. But I'm gonna try it. But I'm not gonna push, because if I get a P in here, I'm gonna stop. So yeah. Right, so that was plank press. Yeah, it is a good game to lose weight. Let me see. 6 30 invisible jump ropes. Well, I think you all should know what that one is, so I won't pull out the book for that. Yeah. Yeah, workout with Sunday Vibes Live. Yeah, 10. Why mountain climbers? Anyway, mountain climbers is not bad either. I will still show you all what the mountain climbers are before I go do it. Now, by the way, I'm not no trainer. I'm not no physical therapist. I'm not no just a person here playing board games, trying to work out here on the live. So I could be a little transparent. All right. So this here is the mountain climbers. So you basically start in the plank, and you raise your knee close to your chest kind of thing. Yeah. So much we gotta do. 30 of that. And this is just a 1 round there. So I hope you all could join me in these workouts. If you do join me, feel free to record it with your phone in the horizontal position. And if you want to send it to me, feel free to do that too, because I'll include it in the video that we're doing for board games. Because in that video, we will be giving away one of these, right? Regardless of where you are in the world, we're giving away our board games, the full game itself. So yeah, so you can always look out for that. That will happen probably next month or early September. I'm not sure yet, because we'll discuss that after I finish this workout. All right, so let me go and do the mountain climbers. That one working in your core, boy. That one working in your core. Yeah. Ravi, you asking how you can get this game? Well, apart from this game, you could purchase it online. You could check out boardgames.com. Actually, I'll leave a link after we finish the live, we conclude the live. Check the comments. I'll leave a link to where you could purchase this. But I would like I would like to think to hold up till we drop the video, because I mean, hopefully, I'll work out something with my cousin so you could get a discount. Yeah. So I like hold up until that now. But yeah. But if you want to purchase it, feel free. It is online. I'll put the link in the description. Not description. I'll put it in a comment after the live. All right. 7. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go back to the bicycle abs. But we completed 1 gain. We have 2 more to do. So after this next rounds, we'll jump in to see who win the socks. Hey Betty, good night. Joining the live, welcome. We working out. We just finished our rounds, our board games. We're going our second rounds now. I'm starting back with some bicycle abs, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Oh, I forget it. Just 20 I'd win. Let me see. Where's the next one since I done it already? I had to play 7, boy. 7. I had to play with 7 tomorrow. Glute bridges. I know last week people had a ball with the glute bridges. I did. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So we'll just do some of those, and yeah, I think make sure you all what glute bridges are. Betty, I appreciate subscribing for the yes. Mick is asking if participants set a target goal with this game. Yes, they do. Mick. So basically, you can set up to how much gains you want, meaning how much times you complete a circuit around the board. Yes, it could be 3, it could be 5, it could be 6, it could be 10, and then whatever group you are, the first person to do that. So basically, you put your names here and mark off every time you complete our rounds, and the first person to hit this total would basically win the game. Hey Jenny, welcome from Queens, NYC in the house. Yeah, Jenny, we working out right now. We have a round and a half to do of board games. That's what we're doing now before we sit down and just chat like we normally do. Right now I have to do glute bridges. I was just saying last week when I was doing this, everybody had a laugh of my glute bridges because of what exactly I had to do. And yeah, let me show you what the glute bridges are. That is why people are laughing or will be laughing. So I'm just going to do that, of course, with the current camera as it is. So you might just see some hip movement. But yeah, I'm just going to leave this here for the glute bridges. That's what we're doing. And I have to do 30 of that. So I'm going to do that as quick as possible and then come back and play again. And then once we complete this round, we'll choose the winner of the socks, the giveaway socks, the compression socks. Compression socks is good for you, especially if you're on your feet for real long. It helps keep the blood circulation in check and everything. So it don't expand as much now. Yeah. Anyway, let me go and do these glute bridges. You see what it's like, and I'll come back soon. Stay tuned. I'll see if I can talk in between, but I'm going to try and finish this as quick as possible. Yeah. So I just going on the ground here. Oh crap, all I can still see my art. Oh. Yeah. I try not to, those the group bridges are kind of embarrassing. So we'll try and do that off screen, There we go. Come on, 10, yes. 40 jumping jacks. We're doing this. Feel free to join me. I'll be doing this every Sunday around 7-ish or so. Betty is asking, am I in a different country? No, Betty, I'm in Trinidad. This is my little, I like to call it man cave a little bit. On the next end of this is the studio that you'll normally see me if you join me here on the live. So I'm right here in Trinidad. Yeah. So, yeah. And that's going to do, which is 40 jumping jacks. I'm going to be back. So, you can see me. Make sure I do. Today, big one, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, 6. Thanks, Betty. Yeah. So, that was 40 jumping jacks. Hey, right now that's lucky. And again, no high knees, no 1 minute plank, no circuit challenge. Let me stay quiet, boy. 5. So shoulder taps is basically you in a plank and you tap your shoulders. I'll try this again. Like I said, Alvin, yeah, sometimes I just lose track, so I just keep going. Once I do more, it's okay, rather than less. Alvin is keeping track. See, this is a nice thing about doing these things live, So have you all to, keep me in check. All right, let me go do some 10 shoulder taps. Like I said, this shoulder is damaged, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do full 10. I got lucky with the plank press earlier, so yeah. But we almost finished our second rounds of board games, and then we'll choose the winner of the socks. Yeah. Hey, King Cole, good night, good night. Welcome to the vibes. We working out. We finishing up our second rounds here. We almost to the end of the second rounds. I just in the camera accordingly so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Yep. So nothing. Hopefully I don't get 2 here. Let's see what we gotta do. 6, 1. Oh my gosh, 1 minute plank. Alright, before I jump into the 1 minute plank, we do this thing here. Alright. So these are the names of the people who have comment the secret word cactus in the community tab post that I posted right after the live last week, and that was the winner is getting this pair of compression socks. Hey Mark, good night, good night. Yeah, King Cole, I am. We're trying to work out, trying to get the body in shape. UE half is coming up. I want to do that, so I'm trying to do everything as possible. Board games is a nice way to do this on a Saturday. Hey, Sati. She's asking if any pre-workout meals or drink before working out. I didn't take any. The most I did is some water. Yeah. So I should look into that though. But feel free to, join me in that. I was looking for a hat, but I didn't have any. I couldn't find one. So we're just gonna use the brown paper bag. Yeah. You all see the names here. So I'm just gonna, tear up the names. We're doing this real old school, dread. Hey, purple girl, good night, good night. And I do that. Everything on camera so you could see I'm not biased to anybody, I have no idea who is going to win. Hopefully the person who wins is on the live. If not, I'll post it up. And since we're here, we'll do 3 runners up. So we'll choose 3 people. And so after the first draw, that will be the winner. And if they contact me by, say, Wednesday, I'll move on to the next one, and so forth. That's the plan, because sometimes, we're doing this. I have no idea how to contact you all who enter these competitions, so the most I can do is hope you all see this, and whoever wins tonight, please DM me on Twitter, Trinbago Vibes on Twitter, or on Instagram, Trinbago Vibes. Mark is saying that he's watching out for my health. Nah, don't worry, Mark. I'm going good. You see how we taking some time to do these giveaways, to show you the different moves, to chat a little bit. It makes doing this easier. This workout, but I'm still getting a good sweat, which is the main thing, So, yeah. See, and this is a nice thing, I like doing this. So you all seeing me doing this live, you'll see there's no biasness in what we're doing this. This is the old school method of choosing the winner, because there's no software, unfortunately, to choose random comments from YouTube community tab. You can do it on the videos, but not community tabs apparently. What's this? Yeah. Trusty towel. And you see, this time I have proper gears. Alright, we close it up here. Yes, that's it. So let me put these socks one time. The winner is going to win this pair of compression socks. So yeah, I'm just going to choose at random, still straight up, and boom. Right now I don't know who this is. We'll find out, and I'll open it for you live on this set. Angela Lal 7895. Angela Lal is the winner of this. Trying to see this. Yeah. Boom. Angela. So congrats to Angela for winning this pair of cactus socks. Angela, please contact me on Twitter or Instagram, and direct message me, and we'll see we'll see where we can meet up for you to get these socks. I'm going to choose some other person just in case Angela does not contact me. So boom, this is the runner up. The runner up is just in case Angela doesn't contact me by the end of next week. Then, well, hopefully, Nita Singh, Nita Singh, just in case Nita Singh, send me a message just in case Angela doesn't, contact me or anything by Friday. Then I'll organize with Nita Singh to collect on the weekend. And I'm just going to do a third one because last time we did a giveaway. It ended up going to the third person because, yeah, you know, sometimes I doesn't want to keep this thing for too long. So this is the third one just in case we don't get through to Angela. And then Nita is like, nah, boy, I didn't see that. The third person, just in case the other two doesn't collect, is Glenn Beersing 1671. So yeah, I'll keep a note of these. Is Nita Singh. So if Angela doesn't collect, the next person will be Nita Singh, and if Nita Singh doesn't collect, it'll go to Glenn Beersing. So yeah, so congrats to Angela, you know, for winning the cactus pair of socks. Big up Angela, lal, you know, and yeah. So that being said, I have a 1 minute plank to do. So let me jump into that. 1 minute plank. Hey Nita, well done. Well, Angela won. You are the run-up. So if Angela doesn't contact me, still message me on Twitter or IG. You know, Trinbago vibes. Message me just in case, Nita. If Angela does collect, I'll let you know. And I may organize a little run-up prize just in case. We'll see how it goes. But still, message me. Angela, if you are here, please message me. And message me as well, Nita. All right. So, the 1 minute plank. You know, we still have one more rounds to do because this time we're going 3. Next week, I probably might try 4. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So, let me jump back into the workout. A 1 minute plank. For these 1 minute planks, that's why you have, you know, a timer. I'll take that with me down on the ground so I'll see it. I'm not sure if I could stay in the plank because once again my shoulder is not too well, but I'll try. Yeah. And if you want to know how long a minute is take, you should try a 1 minute plank. It will show you, I mean, apart from like football and basketball, you know, watching the fourth quarter in a basketball game or watching extra time in a football game, the anxiety of what 1 minute could do. Yeah. Anyway, let me jump into the 1 minute plan because we still have one more round to go around this, and then I'll show you all what is the next socks for next week, you know, for after the lives. Yeah. Boom. So y'all can see me doing this 1 minute plank. I'm just gonna talk if I could. I'm not sure if I'll last. Yeah, hopefully you all hear me. I hope you all had a good weekend. This is making it even harder. 1 minute. I tell you, 1 minute has been plenty, right? Woo! I'm halfway through. I give it up, my shoulder. Oh. Okay, I kind of feel that one, but I'll see what. Yeah. Angela Lal 7895. I hope that is you, Angela Lal. So message me and congrats for winning the compression socks, the cactus compression socks. So let me go again. See, 7 has to be my lucky number. Yes, Angela, she can't message me. Once you know, say somebody from your side, just message and we'll organize. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Invisible jump ropes. So let's get to it. Jumping into the next exercise one time, so we'll try and finish this as quick as possible. Russian twist. That's a Russian twist. Yeah. Trying to keep nose here. Trying to finish this. Come on. Why, boy? 50 mountain climbers. Alright. Yeah, Angela, anyone, just message me and we'll organize. Congrats, by the way. I've been through this last round. Let's do my knock roll in here. A good, don't worry. If Mark is watching. 6. Yes. Thank you. Boom. Yeah. Whew. So, yep, that concludes it. We have just completed board gains for this Sunday. So, how much gains we do this week? 3. Next week, we'll try and do, well, next week, tune in next week to see how much we're doing. Hopefully 4. But yeah. Woo. I hope you all could, join me in these sets as I now present to you the next giveaway, the next set of socks to give away for this week here. So, yes, if you are here with me after watching these things, guess what the next socks are? Oh yeah. So, let me know if what these reminds you of. So, yes, the secret word for this week one is watermelon. Alright, so after the live is complete, I will take a photo, post it on my community tab, and you to enter the giveaway, just comment watermelon in the community tab post. Ravi, I appreciate that. I appreciate you all for being here for the support, Dread. It's, it keeps me, what's what we're looking for, boy? It keeps me transparent. It gives me, the word not coming to mind at the moment, It keeps me in check in a sense to, to do these things. So congrats, Angela, for winning the cactus, compression socks. Next week we'll be choosing somebody to win the watermelon compression socks. So that's the next one on the list. Alright, Angela, I will, because I have my phone right now doing the screen here, I will check that after I finish the live. So yeah, so I'll message her after the live, and yeah. So yeah, so that was Board Gains Thread. Board Gains week 2. Thank you all for joining me. Yes, because now, people might ask what I do when I eating all these doubles, when I eating all this roti, when I eating all this food, all this sushi, everything. I do go out and do some walks in between. I try to get in some workouts to try and get balance. So yes, so feel free to join me, peeps, in next week one. If you didn't get a chance to join me in this one, you could always watch over the first half of the videos. If you want to just do this circuit, feel free. I have some of the exercises there and you can also Google the exercises just to see which one you want to do. And yes, Mr. Mick, every week we do not know what exercises we're gonna get. So yeah. So once again, Angela, I'll check my message and I'll respond after we finish the live. Congrats again. And of course, watermelon for the next pair of socks. And that's it. Now, it's close to 8 o'clock. So let me just jump into how you all doing. I hope everyone is doing fine. I know this weekend would have been, if you want here in Trinidad and Tobago, especially the weather, you couldn't predict the weather. Today was hot for some reason up in town side. We did get some rain this morning. It had some rain in between the weekend, but I know since Friday, the weather channel, this weather person was saying, hey, expect, some good rain, but it didn't happen, at least for me. This is horrendous, just affecting my throat and everything. Yeah, Nita, I hope if you could join me next week, that would be nice. You and Fazil, yeah. So, yesterday I dropped the Bricks Hotel. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that one. It had some nice transitions. I realized I missed out. It had a few clips I wanted to throw in, but I forgot to hit record, and that is something that's a keynote. If you ever want to jump into, doing the social media game, make sure and hit record. Sometimes I could swear to you all, I had this epic clip at the pool, like from the full view of the beast, everything, a little walk around. And when I was looking for it while editing last night's video, I realized, wait, I couldn't find it. Mark, I'm glad to hear you're good. Nice. I'm looking out for it. Why, Mark? For those of you who don't know, Mark Holder, right? MH, he's do some short reels and everything on Instagram and I think on Facebook on creating content here in Trinidad and Tobago, or creating content on general. So you all could, check it out, because he gives some good tips in those short reels. Some fantastic tips he give in, creating content for people. So shout out Mark there. But yeah, so, and speaking of that, make sure and hit record, because I tell you, I know what I thought I captured, and then it's only in post where I was looking for the clip. I was like, wait, no, I realized I did not have it on the flash drive, and as a result, I did not hit record, and I was like, but all in all, yes, whole tech tube, that is Mark's contact. Thanks for sharing that one, Mark. I was trying to remember it offhand. It's just, I see it and I just watch it and, hit that like and everything. So yeah. So, but the bricks was nice though, and shout out I'm not sure if you all watched the end of that video and the stuff, like, big up, I didn't get the dude name, like, as soon as I entered there was this dude who was checking us in, man, he's a subscriber too, and it's always be cool to, like, to meet peeps, Trinbago white peeps on the outside. Is always be our vibes and everything, so big up him. I'm sure this is what they train for and everything, but I still give credit where credit is due. I think it was a fantastic service when you enter the bricks. It's nice to see a real modern hotel, clean, spacious hotel. I went Sugar High, and while Sugar High, it was cool. The views and everything were cool. To be honest with you all, I tried two of the cutters before. That was what you saw in the video. Was the second time I went there. The first time I went, it was for a celebration with the wife and I, and we had some of the cutters, and it was alright. It was alright. It wasn't, but the drinks were pretty good. Hey Carl, shout out to Karina in Tobago. Big up Karina. Yeah, is she from Tobago or she's spending the weekend there? Well, regardless, big up Karina in Tobago. I know school is closed, exams are finished, people are waiting results. Unless results drop, I'm not even sure. I'm not even keeping track of that, but I don't think so. I know some schools are registering students, so I assume some results are out. So yeah, so big up everybody who is on vacation right now. I wish I could be on some vacation right now, but yeah, a normal thing, work in the morning, Plus, I am still doing this challenge. This is the second week complete. Dread, right? So I told you all. Now this is me spoilers here for this upcoming video. There are a few things about this video. I'm gonna finish out bricks, and then afterwards I'll come back to this. And Mark is saying yes, he has the same problem hitting that record button. Boy, you know how much sometimes you do a perfect fluid clip, right? And it went so perfect, and then you forget to hit that. Then you realize you didn't record it, and it's be like, yeah, it's happened. It's happened. Don't forget to hit record. So yeah, so bricks was nice. I was saying Sugar High what was cool. While it has some cool drinks, it is on the pricier side of things, but I guess that's what hotels are. As you can see, if you watched the sushi video I did before last night, the last weekend, you would have seen the background, because that's one of the reasons I didn't do like a dinner part in bricks, because we went and eat all our sushi at the hotel. So we had that at the hotel from Mild Sushi. So yeah, so that's why I couldn't just go out and do the dinner to show the dinner aspect in the exchange, because part of me is like, well, I'm going to capture exchange for the breakfast anyhow, so that's why I didn't showcase it in the night. So I'm not sure what that menu is like. Probably one of these days we'll go back and check it out. And appreciate it, Mark. Yeah, for sure you all should visit the bricks, and as Julia stated in the video, well, as one of the securities there, I'm not sure the bellboys, how you call them. I'm not sure if that is not the correct name. I apologize. Yeah, they were saying Independence Day would be a perfect time to stay there, because you can imagine being up there in the rooftop, right, and seeing all of those fireworks like almost in your face. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. If it wasn't for so for Independence Day, normally my wife and myself would go to the savannah and just find a nice little spot, spread a sheet, and just sit down and enjoy the fireworks there. We have been doing that for the past few years, so that's something we continue to do. But one of these days, I think I will actually take up that dude offer and go and spend a night there for Independence. No problem, Carl. That's how we roll here on Trinbago Vibes. Big up everybody who wants shout outs and everything. So yeah, I did meet I met someone earlier this week here. I was putting gas, and it's Travis Creative Graphics, I think. Yeah, so shout out Travis Creative Graphics. I bounced him up in the gas station, and he hailed me out and everything, so big up you. He asked for a shout out, so yeah, I think I remember the name correctly. If not, I apologize. So yeah, but bricks was nice. The pool was real nice, and the best time to really go in the pool is early in the morning. So I mean, the order of the video, obviously it didn't happen in that order. When you see me in the pool, well, me and Julia in the pool by ourselves, basically, that was 7 o'clock in the morning. So while everybody get up and was going for breakfast, because we know breakfast was until 10, so we went down there 7 in the morning and enjoy the pool for a full hour. We basically got it for ourselves till about 8 and stuff, and then we went up. I think after 8, half 8, I think people start to come out and chill by the pool, and that's when we went up to the room and bathed and changed, and then came down for breakfast closer to 9. So yeah. So there's also a tip for anybody who's going to stay bricks. If you want to, because normally, when we got there, when we checked in around 3, it was around 4 or something. So when we checked in, it had people already there, and it will always have people by the pool up to late in the night, because it's go late and everything in the night. The pool is be open. Some places the pool is closed at dusk when the sun go down. At the bricks now, it was open till probably 10, 11. I'm not even sure. But yeah, but it will have people there once you're there. But see early in the morning, and well, I know if I'm going to bite my words because I've seen this now, because it worked out for me, but I'm not sure if real people who hearing this, and next they go 7 o'clock in the morning, and everybody there 7 o'clock in the morning. But I think that's still a good time to go and check out the pool at the bricks if you want it to yourself. I think we did the same thing for the Hilton. So while everybody went to breakfast, we went early in the morning. I mean, they still had a few people there, so they had the same idea, and it always be cool. If you want to get the pool to yourself or that little setting, I'll just rest for a little while. Just go early in the morning while people are having breakfast, because breakfast is till 10, so you still have time to go and do all that. But it was a nice stay. It was a nice getaway. The bathroom, yeah, it was 100. as some people were commenting. So I'm glad you all, enjoyed that one. And yeah, and the bed, for all intents and purposes, it was comfortable. By the way, I didn't mention this in the video because when you saw me jump on the bed, it's like, yeah, you heard that bam. Yeah, I was expecting a little softer landing, to be honest with you all, but the bed, I did get a good night's sleep. Anyhow, you take it there. So yeah, so that was the Bricks Hotel. Next week we are doing Angelo Bissessa Heritage House, a tour, and you might get hints of we had tea there as well, afternoon tea. So look out for that one. For those of you who don't know, Angelo Bissessa Museum, Virtual Museum, was on Facebook. If you are part of that, you should check it out. They do a lot of historical references and articles and everything, Trinidad and Tobago, and like the Heritage House. It was cool. It's a true gingerbread house. So that's the video for next week. So look out for that one. Hey, for us, good night, and I appreciate you enjoying the videos. It's always be nice to get those feedback because it takes some time and effort to put in doing those videos. So I'm just giving you all updates on what is upcoming. We have the Angelo Bissessa Heritage House. It is in Belmont. That is coming, and I just realized, like, when I was in Belmont Circular Drive, it have a good bit of those colonial style houses, and it's always be fun to visit one and to see the inside. It might be plain and simple, but it's part of our history, and it'll come a point in time where all those houses would just disappear and modern houses would be built or whatnot. So it's always be cool to see these houses, because I always have a plan to try and do colonial style houses in Trinidad and Tobago, just to go and visit, and if they are still owners there, chat with them a little bit, just to capture those aspects, those traditions of back in what life was like back in those times, because it's always be good to know, because is right now people these days would take those things for granted, and it's only later on where you might look up these things or come to it or see it in a play or whatnot, and then like, hey, wait, now that's how things was back in the days. So hopefully, God willing, I would like to do a kind of video on those. I'm not sure when I'll be able to do that, but yeah, hopefully sometime before the year finishes, I'll be able to start that small project. And so yeah, we're going on to week 3 of the $100 a week challenge. Yes, $400 for the month, $100 a week. So far, so good. I went on. Well, we'll get to those things at the moment. Like, it's be fun, like, kind of surviving on the $100, especially making groceries. Making groceries makes this challenge by far easier. The only thing is I have to spend more time cooking and whatnot, and meal prepping. May I ask who Angela? No, Angelo, not Angela. If I was saying Angela, I'm mixing it up. Sorry, it's Angelo Bissessa. Is a guy, is a dude. God rest his soul. Angelo Bissessa is a historian, right? Basically, so the Angelo Bissessa Heritage House is basically his family tribute to him. So he was a historian. He used to write historical articles online. I think he was studying you, and he was somebody who to try and preserve the history of Trinidad and Tobago in his books and in writings and everything. So that's who he was, because like is from him or somebody else I got this saying from, and it's like I'll say it all the time, it's always be good to know where you came from in order to appreciate where you are going, right? Hey Sylvan, good night. Yeah, I understand that, but this is normal time you would normally log in. You just missed out a whole workout and everything. So yeah, Mick, that is Angelo Bissessa. You could look up the Angelo Bissessa Virtual Museum on Facebook and join that group, and you'll see like the family, the Bissessa family continues to do his work in terms of highlighting and showcasing all historical articles, and also other fellow Trinbagonians and other people contribute to the virtual museum as well, and it has some interesting stuff. Like most times when you see these videos that I do on Trinbago Vibes, or I look to get the historical backgrounds and everything, most times I get that information from the Angelo Bissessa Virtual Museum or an article he has written. If not that, I'll get that from the Towns and Villages in Trinidad and Tobago, a book. Yeah. Hey, Janelle, good night. Good night. Always listening, but never checked in before. Well, welcome to the vibes, and thank you for the, the compliments. I appreciate that. You just missed out. We just did our workout about an hour ago. We started, yeah. So we just going in, we just chatting. Hey, Shirley, good night, good night. Yeah. So we're just talking about this is going into week 3 of this $100 a week challenge. Now, this is the thing, right? I'm doing this and I'm picking up a good bit of content along the way. And although right after this live, I'm going to drop a community tab post, right, for the next giveaway, the socks, the compression socks giveaway for next week. But later in this week, I'm going to ask you all, hey, Rudra, good night, good night. Like, would you, right now I'm doing $400, can I survive food-wise, $400 for the month of July. So that's 4 weeks, $100 a week, right? And I'm going for 4 weeks to try and survive on $100 each week, and I'm making groceries each week. So in this challenge, I'm not buying any food and everything. You join me here on the live, so I'm giving you some in-depth details on the current video I'm currently doing or working on the challenge I'm working on. I mean, apart from all this working out and everything. So yeah, I've been cooking a lot recently and, planning a lot more stuff. And it's what helps actually is I have to big up Julia. Julia helps a lot because there are moments where it's be mentally taxing sometimes just to do this challenge. And she was popping on like, hey, hold this piece of chicken. So I actually got a piece of chicken because in doing the challenge, it's mostly carbs I'm eating, right? And that, one piece of meat she offered to me. Like I said, in doing the challenge, I'm not going to refuse. If anybody offer me anything, I'm not going to refuse. So I've realized, and I'm going to stick this in the video and everything, but I'm sitting this with you all right now. This is a spoiler for everything. Janine saying Mark told you how to work out. Yeah. Hey, Indra, good night. What helps in doing these kind of challenges, it makes me appreciate like what people have to go through sometimes with what little resources they have and how much help, like again, external help goes a long way in doing these things. That is something I've been learning in these past 2 weeks, and we're going on to week 3. Week 3 will start. Well, yeah, today from today. But speaking of which, Brandon, you are talking about Ryan Trehan Penny Series Penny Challenge, the 1 cent challenge. That's not going to work here, bro. Yeah, that could work in like Europe if you watch Ryan Trehan. He's one of the other biggest YouTubers right now on the platform. Yeah, big up his Penny Series. That could work in the States, and that could work in Europe once you are Ryan Trehan. Anybody else, especially if you are my complexion and stuff, I'm not calling anything. You're not jumping on anything, but I just my train of thought, it may not work out the same way. But I mean, I'm on game to try it because I was thinking about it, and because I was thinking about it, that's why I'm trying to see how to drop this $100 a week challenge. So I'm asking you all, right? I'm asking you here on the live. I'm going to put it up as a community tab post around Wednesday, so you all can vote on it. But initially, right, I'm having this as a part 1 and part 2. So week 1 and week 2 in one video, and week 3 and week 4 in another video for the $400 a month challenge, right? But because I'm keep getting content all the time, and each week is basically a change of the menu, tweaking it here and there. Some things remain the same, some things different. I was wondering, should I drop 4 videos instead, like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4? So it's either I do week 1, week 2 in one video, and then week 3 and week 4 in another video, and so it's a 2-part series, or I do it week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and make it a 4-part series. So let me know which one you all would prefer, and yeah, so that's something to think about, because I'm going back and forth on how to do it, because if I do it like the week 1 and week 2, it might be a lengthy video, and the same thing for 3 and 4, possibly, I'm not sure. But so that's why I'm thinking like week 1, week 2 it will be 4 videos, would be the better one. But I don't know. I'll just go with the majority vote when I drop that post later this week. And Brandon, yeah, I could try this. I'll try it, Brandon. Don't worry. I'll try this penny series, but I don't see people gonna watch me wear it, and I'm going to feel. But I'll still give it a shot, right? Actually, Mark. Yes, I think $1 would be by far easier. You know what? I could try it. You know what? I'll try off with the penny first, and then if that not working out, then I'll upgrade to $1. So we'll see how it goes. I wonder where to start this, boy. So Sylvan is saying he thinks there's a carnival museum at the corner of Duke and Charlotte Street. You don't have to think, Sylvan. Yes, it is a carnival museum of Trinidad and Tobago. I wanted to go and do a video on that actually, but because I'm doing this challenge right now for this month, like my time just occupied. But I'm going to tackle that because I already messaged them and to find out information about it. So yeah, I'll look into that because I saw the tourism minister Ronald Mitchell. I follow him on Instagram because it's always be cool to see what our ministers will be up to regardless, especially if they're active on social media. And I see he post up some pictures of the inside the museum itself, so it looks kind of cool. Like it shows you the history is like I think the Juve Museum, so it goes through the history of Carnival and everything. So I'll do that one of these days, like a video on that. So yeah, thanks for that update, Sylvan. And Janelle is thinking week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Yeah, I think week 1, week 2, and then week 3, week 4. So two-part series, Janelle. All right. Well, I'll post up the post, and whichever one goes, we'll run with that. But that's the default right now that I'm working with. Like week 1, week 2 in one, and then week 3, week 4 in the next one. So yeah. So that's about it. Oh, since I have you all here, and well, if you all join the 8 o'clock, we'll probably be finishing and wrapping up probably around closer to 8:30, if not before, because we spent like a whole hour working out in a sense, and we just keeping updated. I've seen on Twitter, and Twitter people is be saying, and I've came across this tweet. Purple Gill is asking if there are any festival in Port of Spain in August. The only one they will have in Port of Spain right now that I know of would be the Emancipation Festival, because the Emancipation Village will happen in Queen's Park, Savannah, and then on the promenade on Emancipation Day itself, they will have a drumming session and Emancipation Walk. It's always be cool to take in that. They have real security and they have real people, and it's always be colorful. So that's something you could take in on Emancipation Day. Outside of that, there's Independence Day. There's the Independence Day Parade, which is free in Port of Spain, and then the fireworks in the evening night. So, and apart from that, that's about it. Right now, I know this month, I think is next week, boy. The Lost Tribe is having their band launch on the Avenue. I'm not sure if it was this weekend going. I can't remember. So they are having, so it's free to the public because it will be along the Avenue. They will lock off the Avenue for after a certain period, and you'll see the band launch along the streets, I guess. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but I know it's free to the public. So Lost Tribe is having something this week here. Either this weekend, I think it's this weekend. I have to double check that. Yeah. So that is, I know they'll be currently in the band launch, Carnival band launch season in a sense. So they might have other band launches in August. Yeah, Purple. But apart from those Carnival band launch, they will have obviously the Emancipation Day parade, parade the walk, and also for our Independence Day, they will have stuff. Probably most likely the week before Independence, they will have stuff as well. And oh yeah, it's Christmas in July. Massive black. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. It's Christmas in July. Hey Betty, welcome back. Yeah, so Merry Christmas to you all who are celebrating the Christmas in July. 2 years ago, we actually did a Christmas in July episode where we went to Paramin, and yeah, celebrated Christmas in July in Paramin. That was kind of cool, taking some parang, taking some sights. That was before Laviji, which I'll do one of these days. Yeah. I'm just waiting to have some good weather, and when I'm not doing this $100 a week challenge. So yeah, right. What I was talking about, like I was on Twitter the other day and I came across a tweet where I'm seeing like a good bit of people is tweeting about or on social media talking about, especially TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I'm on 3 platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I do have a page on Facebook. I'm not active there because it's just the timing there. I don't have time to, you know, be on all four and everything. It'd be rough. But I'm considering like open up our Facebook profile actually and just uploading all the old videos there, just to have it there so it'll be easier to share and everything. I might do that sometime when I get time. I'm not sure when that'll be. But in any event, right? As I'm seeing like there are people are talking about how real people on TikTok and things talking about, well, I'm sure you've heard Trinidad is not a real place and all the negativity about Trinidad. I mean, yes, we have the crime rate has increased. There are much more home invasions and all these things going on, and there are people getting robbed. People are just some months ago, somebody tried to break in my car, shattered that glass, had to replace it. It was, it was an inconvenience in a sense because you had to go and find the glass, spend money now when you wasn't planning to spend money to fix it and all these things. But I just want to say all countries have their own set of bacchanal and their own set of dramas, and yes, things are getting a little rough here in Trinidad and Tobago, but that could never diminish the beauty of our island, and we should always fight to keep that in place. And from our food to the settings to the different places that we have, Trinidad and Tobago is such a beautiful place to live. So like some people I know they're probably catching their tail and they resorting to acts of crime and all these things because it's just easier for some people, but I think once you observant and see, just be observant of your surroundings, say your prayers and everything, and by God's grace nothing will happen to you. They'll have things that will happen to people and everything, and there are people driving like stupid on the road and everything, and because I realize I have some crazy people driving on the road too, so be safe on the road as well. But people real promoting those aspects of Trinidad and Tobago, and that's all well and fine because you can see that on the news, you'll see what's happening here on the news, but that is not everything Trinidad and Tobago, right? We have so much fun stuff going on, so much places I have been. Like sometimes I'll go places and my parents will be like, Raj, you feel safe to go there because they'll be hearing things, seeing things, and they'll be like, Dread, once you know what you're about, talk to people who live in the area and everything, you'll be good to go, right? So we still have a good bit of good people out there and people who look out for each other and everything, and hopefully we can go back to one of those days where we have each other's back. And Mick, hey, you have a good night, brother, and always wonderful to see you here on the lives. And yeah, that was saying, Mick, everywhere in the world, they probably have 1 or 2 places in the world where the crime rate is like super low, right? But everywhere in the world, there's always some kind of bacchanal, and I know people to get click rates, and especially for the clout right now on social media, the social media game, negativity sells. Everybody ready to jump on board with the negativity aspect. Normally the positive vibes that people give out doesn't get as much attention, and that's just how the world is. But Dread, so long as we continue to look for those things, you will continue to see those things, and it will diminish the beauty that we have around us. That is just my thoughts, and this is why here on Trinbago Vibes we'll continue to show you everything Trinidad and Tobago, all the vibes, all the positivity. It's not to say things not going to happen or will not happen, but by God's grace, we're going strong. And I'm sure all these things that I show you all and what you all see me do and everything, I just hope that nothing else happens to you. And yeah, a merry, happy Sunday. Yeah, because we coming down to the end here because we starting earlier, did this wrongs because I'm working out and everything now, and I have to be accountable to you all. How you all, holding me accountable for my workout now on a Sunday. That's why we start early and we going strong. Hey, Sean, yes. I'm not sure what's going on, especially like, I know we're in rainy season and sometimes the road is be wet, but some people driving extremely stupid, Dread. Sorry for saying this on live, but it's be annoying. sometimes to be on the road and you are being inconsiderate in your drive. I mean, come on, man. There's a fast lane. You can't be driving the same speed as the next person next to you. What sense are making? And you have a whole line behind you and in front of you clear. Anywho, that is a different ball game. Oh, Mick is a sister in here. I apologize. Yeah. At a point in time where I called everybody bro, and it's like it regardless, like it genderless in a sense now. But yes, my sister. You have a good night, Mick, and we'll pick up probably on the next one. Hopefully you join me in the next live, and well, you'll see next week we're going to do the Angelo Bessesa's Heritage House, and I'll be sharing that on the Facebook group as well, the virtual museum group. Hey, good night, Mischievous McQueen. So I just wanted to talk on that a little bit, and do not give into the negativity. Be aware of what is happening here in the country. Be aware of what people are going through as well, but do not let that fear freeze you in not exploring, in not going out there and everything, right? Say your prayers, and prayers works, regardless if you believe in God or not, or whatever religion you are. Say your prayers, horse. It works. Trust me, it works. Hey Namala, good night. Just catch us on the tail end of this live, and because we are about to wrap up, because it's week 3, I still have to go and prep for the week, food and everything. I have to go and iron some clothes too, so I have a few other things to go and do before I go and sleep. I'm cooling down right now from our workout we had earlier, board gains. This is week 2. For those of you who missed out, look out for a community tab post to win compression socks. I'm saying this one more time, and the last time I'm saying it. The secret word to comment on that post on is watermelon. Yeah, thanks Shirley for the bricks video. I appreciate. It's always been nice to get the feedback, on when you edit a video and drop it, because sometimes Sham, I put together that video, and then doing scripting and doing the voiceovers, I do something and then like, this is sounding good, and to go back and change here and there just to have it flow, just to have the experience much better. I try to do the best possible job I could with those things. That's all right, Namala. Once you listening, that's all well and good. So that's how we do it here on the live, and we're about to wrap up. And Luke, woi, Mischievous McQueen, how can you get board gains? Well, I'll leave a link to that at the end of the live in the comments. So I'll leave a link where you could purchase it. But if you want to hold on till I actually drop the board gains video, which might happen next month or the early September, right? You may be able to purchase it with a discount. I'm working on that right now. So if you hold on, but if not, I'll leave the link there. You can always check it out. Board gains. So if you want to get that, I'll also be giving away one of the board gains in that video as well. So you can also enter on that. And well, actually, to enter, you just need to leave a comment on that video, and and we'll see how it goes, and then we'll just choose somebody at random. So on our live. So so you can look out for that. This is anything goes now, So right now I'm just gonna chat about anything. If you wanna ask me anything, feel free. Went and I took in Indiana Jones, the Dial of Destiny last night. Actually, I went with my boys. By the way, I'm doing this challenge where I'm trying to survive on $100 a week, and for the record, I did not spend money on popcorn or water. If you saw me eating that in the cinema, it's as because my boys sponsored me. And in doing this challenge, I'm not going to refuse if I get sponsored something or if I'm offered something, right? So I still technically stick to the plan where I did not spend no money last night, although I went and watched movies. Right now, that's out of the way. I found it was pretty good. Like, if you watch, I had me watching Raiders of the Lost Ark earlier today, actually, so I ended up watching the first one, and it's amazing to see in this one the references. If you watch the first one, the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then you go and watch the Dial of Destiny, it's cool to see those Easter eggs, those moments where you could recollect to the first one. Is kind of cool. I thought I know right now the views on those things are so and so. Not much people are going to the cinemas these days, and but I found it was a good movie, and it's always be good to see Harrison Ford still representing the world. Disney have this thing where that de-aging thing. I mean, it's still the CGI still was wonky a little bit, but it was still cool to see a younger version of Harrison Ford in that one. Spoilers. King Cole is saying Insidious was great. Dread. I'm looking for somebody to go and see Insidious. Like my boys is not they are not horror people, and the wife is like nah. So I might have to go and take in that by myself or something. One of these days. Oh, you mean, Sylvan? Hey, that's all I need, popcorn and a water or a Coke, depending. Well, I prefer ginger ale, and I good, I don't need anything else. Everything else expensive was. Yeah. So, but I really enjoyed Dial of Destiny, and when I was actually in the elevator to go up to the cinema, because I went and watched it in C3 down south, right? Hey, bag lady, welcome to the live, and shout out for you for the reminding me in the video for the bricks about the luggage rack. It never occurred to me it was that thread. Wow, I should put towels on that till it dry out. Oops, my bad. Anywho, inside joke for those of you who no want to know what I'm talking about, you should go check out the bricks video that I dropped last night if you haven't seen it already, and check out for bag lady's comment. And I think Maria also hit me the same comment, or was it Shirley? But I'm not sure. Yeah. But yeah, surely I found the young and old Indiana Jones. It was pretty cool, and like I tell you, I watched about Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it's like it was real fun to watch that again. And King Cole is a horror fan, so yeah, I understand King Cole. I've been watching all the Insidious, and I really enjoy the concept of Insidious. Actually, if I've been honest with you, also I was looking forward to the red door, because I'm hoping that is the one with the spoilers here with the red devil. Yeah, the red mask, because you always see that as a Easter egg in all the other Insidious, but we never see who the red mask thing is. So I hope in that one in this video is that. And yeah, but I was talking about going back to the C3, right? I was in the elevators and I bumped up two youths. Well, I'm gonna say two youths, they could be older, but they look like two teenagers, right? And they told me, I just having a conversation for them. I think they recognized me from YouTube, but they didn't want to say anything or didn't ask. So we just had a chat going up in the elevator, and they were telling me how they walked out on Mission Impossible 6 is out, and they found it was boring and it was not as good as the last one. Now I know with Tom Cruise and a Mission Impossible, it cannot be boring. So I was talking with my boys, and we was saying that kids these days, or teenagers or young people these days, sometimes cannot appreciate the old school style of movies or those kind of movies like how we would, right? Because that is what we grew up with, that is what we accustomed to, and that is how we know things to be. And I could be wrong in saying this, and don't quote me here, but I think really and truly the short periods we spend on Reels, on TikTok, just scrolling through videos, has reprogrammed us so that we can't take in long form content. So if something is not happening quick like that, is like we lose interest quickly, and I think that's a bad thing in a sense. I mean, it's one thing you can do it, you can switch from watching something one after the next, and then other times sit down and take in a nice long movie just from beginning to end to see how it goes. But just somehow that just came to mind. I could be wrong about that, but who knows, right? But yeah, who knows? So chatting with those youths, and they saying how it was Mission Impossible was boring. Like from the trailer alone, I don't see how that was possible. But to each his own, To each his own. There are certain movies now, it'd be like, hey, once you're under a certain age, don't bother to watch it. Even if the hype saying it's good, because that's just how the world is going. Bag lady, you see what I mean? Bag ladies agreeing with me. I think watching short form contents reprograms us so that our attention span decreases, and I think, to be honest, that's a bad thing in the long game of things, because that means we wouldn't be able to pick up on certain things after a while, like in the long game. But anyway, that's just me ranting a little bit, I guess. But yeah, yeah, King Cole definitely go take in Indiana Jones. Um, I know for sure the next movie I'm going to watch will be Mission Impossible 6, and then for sure I am going to take in Barbie as well because now the wife is like, hey, she's come with me to watch all these all the guy movies in a sense. So it's like, all right, I'll have to go with her to watch Barbie. So I'll be taking in that as well. um, Bangladesh is asking if it's a bad thing. I think Bagley, yes, I believe it's a bad thing because your attention span, you cannot concentrate on long form content or say a lecture for too long to pick up on certain things because it's not happening as quickly as what you get accustomed to. So that's why I think it's a bad thing in a sense, because you could go into a movie now and like be bored and not understand the pacing of the movie because you get so accustomed to a fast pace something that when something is slow paced, you are bored. It's like, nah, I can't able to handle this, and you'll walk out and you'll miss the flow of something. I mean, like I said, to each his own or her own, and yeah. Yeah, boy, King Cole. You can never think that. What you thought about the new Spider-Man? I'm talking about Into the Spider-Verse, the animated one. That was superb. That was well done. I'm looking forward to the part 2 because like I remember going in and watching that and I was like, when it finished, like, wait, what? This done? Like I know it was a 2.5 hours movie but it didn't feel like that, and that is to show you how good a movie is, Mark. Because I found it was real good. I'm looking forward to part 2 in it actually. So yeah. No, apparently, Baghdadi saying apparently Harrison Ford is embarrassed by the reception of his new movie. Yeah, because not much people going to see it in certain aspects because the Indiana Jones franchise. People would call it a flop, but I don't think it's a flop. I found it was a real good movie. Especially if you've been watching all the Indiana Jones from before. I mean, especially like I said, watch back Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then go and watch this one. If you have seen anyone, watch back Raiders of the Lost Ark, and you'll see the little Easter eggs and callbacks. It was fun to check in that. Well, at least for me, right? And yeah, King Cole, the Meg 2 is coming out next month as well. And I saw the trailer for that last night, and I was like, I mean, the first one, it's Jason Statham and everything, but they can just have the 3 first one, boy. This one looking ridiculous. And not like a fun ridiculous, but who knows? It might be fun ridiculous. So something similar to Sharknado, Sharknado. That was just stupid and just fun at the same time. So yeah, so Bagley, I could understand Harrison Ford because right now it not making back the funds that they spent to make the movie. So yes, I can understand why he's embarrassed about that, but to be honest, I still think it was a good movie, regardless of what people are saying. And like I was mentioning earlier, I see this is a trend. The haterade juice for almost everything is going around. So anytime somebody could bash something, the keyboard warriors will jump out, regardless if they see it or not. Just like they did with the Little Mermaid, the live action Little Mermaid. Yeah, they're ready to bash everything on the sun because that seems to be the popular thing to do, the cloud chasing thing to do at this point in time. Now, of course, I could be wrong about all this. This is just my observations. So, yeah. Crystal Skull was... Okay, I understand. Still want talking about Crystal Skull, but bro, take in Dial of Destiny. It was by far better than the Crystal Skull. So, yeah. Yeah, see, Bagley, you know what I'm talking about Sharknado. The most ridiculous concept, but it was just so ridiculous that it was just a fun watch. It has some movies that are like that. Anywho, peeps, it was always nice chatting with you all. Thank you for taking the time once again for joining me on this live. It's always be fun. And yes, I'm about to wrap up, and next week we'll try to do 4 games. Look out for the community tab post that I'm going to post as soon as we finish this. And don't forget to make your comment there of the secret word. So, Yes, King Cole. Unfortunately, negativity sell these days, and we're not about that. Because there's so much of it in this world, and if we concentrate, if you look at the history of mankind, boys, you could be depressed. But anyway, we'll jump into that later on or next week or anything. You all have a blessed week, have a fun week, have an awesome one. Be safe out there on the roads. If it rain, if for those of you who are abroad and joining me, I hope you all have a good week as well. And have a safe one, have a great one, and have a great night. Ravi, you as well, Sean. I'll message you. We have to chat about what we're doing at the end of the month for the anime convention. Yeah. Alright, y'all. You have a great one. Congratulations, Angela, for winning the socks earlier in this one. And I will see you all next week on the live, God willing. You all have a great week. Have a great night. Stay safe. Take care. And we out. Yeah, peeps. Always fun to have you all. And yeah, sweet